Hello followers. Today we are going to see SQL operators and logical truth about performance. When we can use exactly correct operators and increase the performance. First we will check equality operator and then AND operator and what are the scenarios when it will use short circuit intelligence or operator and when it will use short circuit intelligence and not operator when we want to remove branch elimination and how the operators behave in the data types and numerical value and how it works in the character and nulls how, but in the while using this operator how the null behaves, those detail we can see and we can see how it should be handled as a null. Okay, then how to use the SQL star plus operator to improve the performance. Okay, these are the concepts we are going to see in the practical manner. Okay, let's begin with the practical session. Okay, example, if you see select star from MP. See, this is the first. Okay, now if you see, you can able to see all 14 records. If you want to see only uh, particular filter record with the scenario, say example where I want to see e name equal to Smith. Okay, if you go with equality operator, only we can see. So if you only if you want to see the um, Smith, then we can put the filter condition e name equal to Smith. Okay. Now where we can use AND operator. If you want to check multiple checks on the particular column, okay, particular column or other columns, then we can go with AND operator. Okay. Example, I want to check not only Smith and I want to see and his department also and another checks also I want to check. So if we see uh, he is belong to department number 20 and I want to check another checks also, another column checks also, then department number equal to 20. Then I should get the data. Okay. So if I see number equal to 20. So yeah, so if we want to check multiple condition and means it should satisfy both conditions. Okay, it can be n number of condition. If you want all the conditions should be true, then it should be AND operator. We should use AND operator. Then whenever it satisfies all the rows, it will scan each and every row, and finally which row is satisfying both the condition, then it will be picked up. Okay, so when the short circuit intelligence fail. Okay, when if first e name itself it's not Smith, then in the particular record it won't scan all other condition for from the where class because it's failed. Okay, if one is failed, it's all the complete record should be excluded. Okay, that's the way it's short circuit intelligence it's work. Okay, so sometimes people see. Okay, select star from EMP. Okay. Example, now select star from EMP where sal greater than 1600 and sale greater than 2500. So here it's not giving any syntactical error. It's showing the result. But in this case, Oracle Optimizer should scan two times the sal column and do the validation. Instead of doing this, directly we can go with greater than um, uh, 2500. Okay. Example, this case also it's greater than 2500. So then directly we can, so this kind of logical um, issues, it will kill the performance. So when seeing the query, you should think, okay. So in this case, we can use this. See, this result and this one is same, but because sometimes they won't see, sometimes some support project will get the some scenario, please update this condition also. So in between we have lot of conditions. Finally, if we are adding this condition in the last, okay, that time we won't check the beginning conditions, so that time this kind of issue will come. So when while tuning, we have to check entire row, entire query, and wherever the same column used can be optimize it. Okay, that's the way. So when we can use same column with the both the direction, then which if you want within the range. Okay, example, if I want to see the data, uh, salary 1600 and salary 2500, 600. See, if you want to see the uh, sorry, this one also compare. So the salary should be greater than 1600 and less than 2000. Within this range, you want to see. Within the range, we can go with uh, and operator with the same columns. Okay, if you want a range based analysis, you can go with this. Okay, I will give some good operator, SQL star operator, going forward. Just see. Okay, this is the way. So if you see anywhere you are seeing this kind of logic, check. Okay. Next to operator is or operator. See, if you want to satisfy any one of condition, example, um, we have written the query. So, example, first query we have written, right? So, okay, yeah. So here we we gave, right. See here, uh, EMP. So if we want to see one condition satisfied, both conditions should be satisfied. Then only we are fetching the result. If you want to check any one of the condition, then we can go for R. Okay, if name is Smith, or if it's from department 20, then so if a R condition means any one of the condition is true, then we have to check it. So that's the way we can use R operator. Okay, when we use R operator, if we use outside the range, if say inside the range and operator, outside the range, then we can use R operator. Okay, example. So if example, so I will go with salary only. Salary less than 600 or salary greater than 2500. Okay, so outside the range, it should be less than 600 or greater than 2000, those salary. If you want outside the range, then you can go for R operator. So this 12 record will falling under this. Okay, this the way we have to check whenever the same column. Sometimes what they can do, some mistakes you can see. So select uh, star from EMP and where department number equal to 20 and department number equal to 10. No row selected. You may get doubt why is we have department, because one employee, one row, it should be having the 20th department and 10th department. This is you see this kind of time, how the same value appears in the both directions. Okay, one employee can't be the working in the two different departments. Okay, as per the RDMS principle. So that's the way it's failing. Okay, so we have to check it thoroughly, each and every condition, and you have to write the logic. Okay, okay, this is the under R operator. Okay, so now, okay, yeah, case sensitives. That one also I want to. So select star from EMP where e name equal to Smith. No row selected. Why? Because it's case sensitive oracle. Here it's capital. We gave small. So interviewer will ask. They will put it in the data in the front of you. Then they will ask, what will be the result for this query? If you say it's Smith, it will come. Then you are the fair. You are losing the points. Okay. Just it should be case sensitive. Okay. So when it will work, it's okay, where the character should be exactly should match. Okay. Okay. So sometimes this kind of tricky question will come as part of interview. Next, what are the another tricky? If you they are asking in dates, okay, select star from EMP where I date equal to 17 December T. Okay. See, it's fetching the Smith record because Oracle internally and every date it's converting the Julian number and it will store it. Okay, that's why it's able to identify if you are it's stored in two digits, but if you are giving 6 digits also, it's able to identify. Okay, year come. Okay, sometimes it's able to implicitly able to convert and identify the dates. Okay, but same question, same way. If they ask, they question us. Will it give the output or not? That's question. Check with yourself also. It will give the output or not. So numerical month, Oracle fails. Okay. So if it's string, then it won't fail. Abbreviated month, but numerical month, it will fail. So it's not having the intelligence converting into this numerical month to valid month. Okay. So you see, December. If you give numerical method, it's able to identify. Sorry. Okay, so while using the equality operator uh, on in dates, be careful. String also it should be very careful. Okay. And now example greater than less than all will work in the same way. Okay. So if you want to so if you are greater than then it will so greater than less than also because it will convert into Julian number it will work. Okay. But this logical operator, yeah, greater than less than, if you are using for strings, string what will happen? Example, I want to sometimes interview what they ask, uh, job greater than. So what will happen? The job is greater than manager. So they will ask, will this give the result or not? They will question us. Okay, so it should give the results, but be careful how it works. It will convert in the ASCII equivalent. If this value is greater than this ASCII equivalent value, then it will show. Okay, that's the what you can see the result. Okay, the M ASCII equivalent, it's P is more. That's why it's showing. Okay. Yes, also similarly. Okay, that's the way based on the ASCII key value, it will check. Okay, these operators are numbers and dates. If you are using character, how you behave, you should know. Okay, these are the checks. Okay, and then another one, um, null. Select star from EMP where MGR equal to null. Sometimes they will ask if we write this query, what will happen? No rows. Equality operator won't work in the nulls. Okay. How to handle? I will just tell you. Okay. This won't help here. So in Oracle, we have operator is null operator. So that operator we have to use. Okay. For nulls, it should be MGR is null. Then we will see null. Okay. Example, if you want, yeah, they will ask interviews. Can you fetch value the employee who is not having the manager? Then if MGR is null, then you can show which based on your project you convey the query. Okay, so some commission is null. So commission who are the employee not having the commission. So it's exactly fetch. Okay. So it's negation operator also we have. If not in is not null means if they are having commission, then we will get this zero is not null. It's having zero value. So those records also coming. Null means it's absence of value. Okay. So is null operator we have to use if you want to handle the nulls. Okay. Okay. What are the things we checked? And operator null checks. Okay. Okay. This operator it will fail. So only if you use this one also we check. SQL star plus operator. If you see our query, whenever we want to check conditions, we are writing and also if you want to check multiple values, then we are using and or operator. If any one of condition, then we are using or. If all conditions would be satisfied, then we are using and. How we can write it in the optimized way? Okay, there is SQL star plus operator. If you want to do in a range based analysis, okay, let's write some queries. Star from okay. See with here, if you want to see range based analysis, maybe where you want to see the range base, shall between uh, example, I want to see 1600 and so okay, you want to see this range, it's fetch the within the range. Why it's better compared to the ANSI operator? Because here we are scanning the column only once and we are checking the list. But ANSI operator, it will be two times we are scanning the column and see if you are seeing about only 14 rows, then we don't see the difference. But in the projects, we will scan the millions of rows. So that time it will give uh, good performance improvement. Okay. So nowadays, all other um, database also start adopting the SQL star plus operator. Okay. So these are the this one is SQL star plus operator. So here, if you want to see this one, we can use this. How we can use negation operator? Okay, so there is a not. Okay, if you see, if you want to see not in this range directly, not you can use other than this. Okay, not. See, other than this, what are the employee? So negation, you can use not operator here. Outside in. Similar way, example in. So if salary, now if example, department number equal to 10 and department number equal to 20, department number equal to 30. See, if you have, okay, so and operator, it's the same column. Okay, sorry. R operator. See, if you're putting R operator here, see, if you want to fetch only this department, you are putting this one. So you want to see. So if you here also, it should be the employee if from 20 department or if from 30, bring the value. Okay, these kind of checks. If you use SQL star plus operator, only single scan we can write. See, so here department number in 10 comma 20. So this way we can improve the performance. Okay. One time we are scanning. So if we, example, we have 100 departments, directly writing 100 times the department column. One time we can write just in the list, we can mention all this value. That's the way. The negation also, it's we have it in here. Instead of in, if you put not in, then it will work. So some reporting project, what we use directly, um, negation operator. Operator. So if in null, then you behave as equal to operator. If you want not null, just give an equation. That's the way we can single query. We will integrate it with the front end. Then based on that input, it will pass and it will fire. It fetch with the result. Okay, that's the way we will write ad hoc queries to improve the performance. Okay, and these are the concept. Anything else? Okay, we all see signal between. Okay, so I want to share these are the concepts today. Okay, keep learning, keep try experimenting in your projects also. Check whenever you see the query, scan the query, how they return the logic where we can improve the performance, where we can remove the conditions. Okay, that's the way we can. So short circuit intelligence. If you see, if the first condition is uh, false, then immediately Oracle stops scanning that particular row and it will extrude. Or condition, um, anywhere it's true, then it stop. Um, uh, Scanning other rows, because if one is true, then any one of true, then it should be true, right? So that's the way it will stop. So always while planning the query, first for uncondition means first keep the condition which will eliminate most of the record. Or condition means if choose the record which will satisfy most of the time. That's the way we can improve the performance by writing the query. Okay, these are the tips I want to share it. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel. Please share your comments and your feedback. Thank you so much. Share it with your friends.